journée. How do you say good day in Italian?
Buongiorno.
Oh yeah, buongiorno a tutti. I'm with my grandma today, and I'm going to be talking about our time in Venice. If you haven't seen our previous video about us in Paris, make sure you go watch that. Then come back here and listen to our funny story about our day in Venice. So we left Paris and we took a one-day trip to Venice, right? And how did you feel about going to Venice? Have you been to Venice? Was this your second time?
That's the second time in Venice.
When was the first time you went?
Oh my God. I went to Venice when Giselle, your mom, was 7 years old.
Okay, so we just planned to stay in Venice for one day, and tell everybody about this picture.
Oh my. We were getting we asked this guy, we want to go in the boat, and he said, well, it's just $15. And I said, $15? He said, yes. It was a lot of water and I cannot go because I have my boots. And he said,
right,
$15. I carry you in my bag. And I jumped in this guy that I don't know who he was.
Yep.
And he took me out of it. But guess what? The $15 is just to cross that little piece of land.
Yeah. We thought that the 15 euros would take us all the way to the main part of Venice, but the tide was high. And so in order for us to cross into this boat that would take us to another boat, I think, it was 15 euros.
15
And we had to get on this guy's back because we didn't have boots or anything. Oh my God, this day was just crazy. Okay, so then we get on this boat and we're like, oh, this is $15 or whatever. Tell them about the views, because I'm going to play some videos.
Oh no.
Tell them about these views.
Those views are unforgettable. I love it. It was like a dream.
Yes.
Oh my God. And after when you put the Italian music in it.
I know.
Oh my God.
I know. It was a literal dream. I had to pinch myself so many times because this is stuff that you dream about doing. This is stuff you dream about seeing. So to be there on this boat, seeing everything on the water, it was like being in a picture. Okay, and then so we basically, once we get off the boat, they're like, the tide is high, you have to buy these boots.
You have to. You cannot walk.
You can't even walk around Venice because it's like the Titanic. When the Titanic is sinking, it's all water. So these boots, tell them about the boots, Grandma.
Oh my God, those boots was there was a trip.
They were cheap.
They were cheap, and then one of them got broken.
Yeah.
And the water was
Exactly. Literally. So we bought these like $20 boots, and we're walking through Venice, and I somehow crack my boot open. So my whole new Doc Marten boot gets soaking wet. So I take my Doc Marten boot off, and I'm just walking barefoot through Venice. I have one shoe on.
One shoe
on. We were starving, okay? We were literally so hungry. We're walking through Venice, and I mean, it was like being in a painting. It was so perfect. Everywhere you look is phenomenal, so perfect, so beautiful. So we're walking around in these boots because everything's wet. Nobody can walk around. It was like dead. Venice was dead because the tide was high.
Oh yeah.
And usually I heard there's a lot of tourists. It's very small, very, very small. And I heard that there's a lot of tourists, but when we went, it was dead. It was almost like COVID hit, but COVID wasn't even a thing there.
And the places, the restaurant or a business, they just cleaning the water out.
Yeah, they're all cleaning the water.
All the way up in.
And they were all kind of closed, huh? Like all the stores were closed and stuff. So we're like literally starving. It's noon and we haven't eaten anything. So we go to this place.
Yeah, I remember.
We get this bread. We get our first pasta in Italy. Well, it was my second pasta, but it was so beautiful. And I mean, I got a pesto pasta. I finished my grandma's pasta. I was so hungry, and I used the bread to clean that plate so nice. That plate was clean. Oh my God, look at this.
Oh my God, Mama, that was a struggle.
That was a struggle. So we only planned to be there one day, and I had found a place where you could store your luggage for a couple euros for the whole day. I was like, perfect, we'll store our luggage there. But they were closed. Or it wasn't closed, but it was hard to get to. We had to walk all the way around because the tide was high. So here's a beautiful picture of my grandma holding her luggage and screaming at the same time. This is the struggle that we went through, because people think Venice is like beautiful, whatever. No. It was a struggle when we went. And we got a really nice dessert for the tiramisu. But you know what's funny is that we literally went to Paris. There was a strike. We went to Venice. The tide was high. We couldn't catch a break. It was bad. And so oh my God, it was the best time ever. We were dying laughing.
Oh, look at that, Mama.
And the gondola rides. I mean, the water. It was so perfect. And also, it was during Christmas time, so there was Christmas lights, and it made it a lot more special, because I think Europeans treat Christmas a lot better. We went to this church that had painted gold all over. It was super beautiful, super sacred. We went to that famous bridge.
Oh my God, that is so beautiful, Mom.
And it was just so disgustingly beautiful. I miss that. Venice was so perfect. We were walking around the entire day, and Grandma was tired, so she had to take a little nap. She looked like a homeless person. Venice was beautiful. What did you think about Venice?
Venice is beautiful. I give it to it, but the struggle with that tide, I don't want it. I don't like it. But I love the food. I love the city. Beautiful. There's a lot of history in there. Again, I knew about them because I read, and I have world history a lot of my past and my background, but it is beautiful and beautiful. Then it's
very special. But we also got to see the sunset in Venice, and that was extremely beautiful. so like, there's no other word to use besides beautiful. We keep saying it, but like, that's the only word you can use for Venice. But yeah, like, that was basically it was just a quick, cute day.
And then the adventure getting out of Venice.
What happened?
Catch the train to go to Arco.
So why did we go to Arco, Italy?
Because my cousin lives there for many years. She's a nurse, a registered nurse, and she's been there. She's married, and she has her family lives there.
Right.
And then we went and we spent Christmas with them.
We spent Christmas with them, and it was very beautiful. Yeah. So we just walked around the town of Arco. Now, would I visit Arco again? Probably not, because it's very small. I think it's good for like one day. It's near Milan. It's in the north of Italy. But my grandma, tell me how much you loved Arco, Grandma.
I love it. I can live there forever.
She wants to live there, and I'm like, girl, you'd be so damn bored. There's nothing to do there.
I mean, maybe because I'm old, Mama, and if we don't have much. Oh, that place is
it was beautiful. It was very beautiful.
It's like a postal. Look at that.
I know, yeah. It was very it's like a postcard. Yeah, it's like a postcard. It's extremely beautiful.
And they have did you have any of the dance, folkloric dance?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, they were doing their traditional dance, so I'll put that in.
What happened is that Arco used to be Austria, part of Austria, but they Italy took them. So
really?
they kept the tradition and the dance and all of those things.
Oh, I didn't know that. And I didn't know that. Wow.
There's a lot of beautiful.
That's why you like it so much, because it's like Venice, huh? It has a little bit of Austria feels. So yeah, we just spent Christmas with her family and with her cousin, and walked around. There's actually a beautiful lake. And
we went to a lake they call Lake Garda.
Really? There's a lot of people in the summer that go to this lake in Arco.
They come from Germany and all of those places because it's very beautiful.
Yeah, it's very beautiful. Yeah.
Oh my God.
And during the summer, I'm sure that it's like perfect. So we spent Christmas with your cousin and
Kaliah.
her family, and we each had our own pizza, which
Yeah.
was crazy. I thought they were gonna get a pizza for the whole, a group of people. That's what we usually do in America. And then we go to Italy and they're like, no, you get your own individual pizza. But the pizza crust was so thin.
And it's huge.
And it's literally huge, and that's just your pizza for Christmas. All the snacks were so delicious. All the food was really, really good, and your family was so nice and welcoming, and yeah, they're just really nice.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I had a good time with Kaliah, and I had a good time with Kaliah and Arco. Arco is my love. I love.
She
that
loved
city.
Arco, but I think there's a lot of other places in Italy that are much more beautiful. But I'm not saying that it's ugly. I think that it's also beautiful as well.
¿Ustedes viven dónde está el puente? Ah, el puente, ustedes están allá. La máquina que son allí, el carro.
Our Airbnb is right here. But that's basically our Italy. That was like our Italy. So we went to Venice, we went to Arco, and next we are going to the south of France. We'll do that another day. But chill out, because she's like running to get out of here. But yeah, it was really great, and Venice.
I had a good time.
And we had a great time, and we had a lot of laughs.
Yes.
A lot of laughs. But thank you for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video when we talk about our 7 days in the south of France, and there's many different stories to see. But thank you. Bye.
You're so